Thanksgiving greetings, everybody. My name is Lizette Angulo. I am from the CDP Veterans Caucus Treasurer.
I am Chef Basil, and I'm Vice Chair of the California Democratic Party Veterans Caucus.
So today we're going to be talking about and sharing what we have been doing for veterans and their families. With our background, Basil is a national chef, and I'm also a chef. Basil, would you like to tell your story first?
Yes, everyone knows that I am a former homeless Army veteran, and those were some rough times for me. But it was other veterans and my wife that helped me get back on my feet. So I'm very dedicated to serving the veterans in the most possible ways. My wife sometimes finds clothes for them. We donate food. We take food. We've given them food. We even had a particular sponsor that gave us almost X amount of dollars to cook the food. So our whole program that we have daily is to help the veterans.
And their families.
And their families.
So I have a nonprofit organization, Ladies TKO. This is in memory of my father and mother, where my father was a veteran from the Korean War. So what we do is we do help the families, and we give them food, clothing, as Basil had mentioned. We also go to memory law centers and give them sweaters. And so lately, for the past few years, we've been doing a Veterans Gala. There's no cost for the recipients. We had to do a big dinner for everybody. No cost to them. And we also recognize veterans that's fallen. So we also doing this year is a Toys for Tots. So we're always busy trying to help others. And of course, our main focus is veterans and the elderly, and of course their families. So what else do we do, Basil?
Wow, we do so many things. Sometimes a veteran would just want to talk. And they just want to talk. They don't, those who have PTSD, because I have PTSD and ADHD. But sometimes a veteran just wants to sit down and talk. Sometimes when we're out in the streets, we see people that have homeless, veteran, Army, Navy, whatever their insignia is. We try to, buy some food for them. It gets to me all the time, really, to see that I used to be in that same position. And now I'm in a position where my wife and we can help other veterans.
So for Thanksgiving, we normally do a dinner. I started right after my father had passed away, and it was 75 people, and it was at a VFW. So the veterans were there and they brought their family. The following year it was 250. And after that, there was a disaster over in Torona, a small town here in the high desert. And we knew that there were some veterans. We called a few friends from other nonprofits, and we ended up taking water and clothing, toiletries. It was abundance of items. So it was getting close to Thanksgiving, and we were thinking already about our veterans' Thanksgiving dinner. So Basil had thought, well, there is veterans over in Torona, and they weren't really ready to start cooking in their homes. So we both came up with the fact that let's do a dinner there. So this time around, it wasn't 250. It was not 500. It was 1,500 people, including the veterans and their family. It took a lot of volunteers, and I want to thank all those volunteers. And we did it basically, out of humanitarian thoughts. And so, again, it was the veterans and their families and everybody else there. So that's what we've been doing. We do a lot of things for the veterans, and we're not the only ones. There's other people. And I think that all the veterans on the executive board and those that are on the standing committees, their executive standing committees, their standing committee chairs, they do things as well in their own ways. So we all just want to say thank you, veterans. and have a blessed Thanksgiving.
Yes, I also want to say thank you. Thank you to all the veterans. Thank you to all the executive board, to our chair, and to all the people that have been making it possible. As you know, our Veterans Caucus, the Democratic Party, they're on the move. It has been said numerous times that this is the best Veterans Caucus we've ever had. So, as we say in the Army,
Simplify.